Peace, family. I'm going to do a follow-up video on the video I did talking about Katt Williams. My brother, he contacted me, told me he was a little uncertain what I was talking about in my initial video, and because I value his opinion so much, I'm going to do a follow-up. This video is about this. When Katt Williams come out and said that he came into Hollywood exposing everything, what is the point of exposing all these atrocities that's being performed in Hollywood before you can get this role, before you can get this position, before you can get this pay, that now they cannot do it because of this exposure? What has he said or done that stopped it? How long has Katt Williams been in the business? And based on whatever number has come up in your head, how many people are in jail right now because of what he know? How many businesses, industry, institutions have been shut down, no longer able to manipulate and take advantage of people because of what Katt Williams know? How many? None. You know, I love Katt Williams. I think he's a very funny guy. I think he's also intelligent. But I don't give no comedians, I don't give no actors, no actresses, none of them, any credibility when it comes to civil rights movement. Because you don't address the opposer as opposed like you do the victim. You talking about naming names. You name Michael Jackson's name, you name Cedric the Entertainer, you want to put hands on Cedric, but you ain't named no names that's blackballing you. Why is that? If you're going to expose something, expose the names of the businesses, industries, and the people behind them that's blackballing you. Threaten to put hands on them. You the same Katt Williams that I saw being punched out on the side of the school by a 16-year-old. And you want to talk about what you going to punch Cedric the Entertainer? If you couldn't handle a kid, what makes you think you're going to handle that grown man? And then stop dragging your own people through the mud. You talked about what you said about Michael Jackson. When the FBI themselves came out and said after 10 years of investigating, they found no evidence whatsoever that Michael Jackson did anything to a child. And to me, if you investigate somebody for 10 years, and for all this time, you found no evidence whatsoever, you are not investigating no longer. You're harassing. You harassed this man for 10 years. And if Katt Williams, if you knew anything about what Michael Jackson was doing, when the FBI came out and said they found no evidence that pointed to this, how come you didn't say, yes, it is? What was your confession exposure then? That was the time to say something. You said nothing. You know, the fact of the matter is this. I look at this exposure thing as what you say. I also look at what you don't say. And you're talking about comedians that's stealing jokes and naming names and all that stuff. But you didn't say anything about Mike Epps. Mike Epps is the most non-funniest comedian out there. If anything, you should have been exposing the fact that Mike Epps is the only comedian out there that need to be stealing jokes. And as a matter of fact, Mike Epps, if you're listening right now, do not go on any stage whatsoever with anything that you yourself deemed as funny. I don't care if you got to hire some fat kid with a couple of his friends with a tape recorder and a trench coat to go to a concert and listen to and record another comedian. Don't go on any stage using your own material. Katt Williams, you would have got a lot more credibility from this video if you had said that. I don't know how anybody even called Mike Epps a comedian. Maybe get back on track for a second. Here we are in 2024. And you sitting here telling me that black people who are thousandaires, millionaires, and billionaires can actually be blackballed. Katt Williams, Monique, Taraji, they can be blackballed. And then you do what? You go right back to them waiting for another opportunity. Look at the talent that we have. There isn't a market out there that black people don't play a prominent role in. Everything that's made, manufactured, sold, and produced in this country, in this world, is done with black people in mind. Do you know the economic impact we could create if we built institutions to govern after our own interests and stop going back to them? You telling me that the Katt Williams, the Moniques, the Tarajis, all the other, the Samuel L. Jackson, Denzel Washingtons, Terrence Howards, Trey Diggs, Blair Underwoods, all this talent, and we can't make our own movie studios to produce our own movies? Aren't you black people tired of watching these slaves or almost slave movies? Don't you want to see some movies where black people are in ownership and control of their life? Self-determination over their community? Where we are a cooperative, not only among our people, but with our businesses and industries also. Everything working in harmony with each other. Isn't it time we start seeing some movies like this that you'd be proud to go see? And then you can emulate this in your own communities? Why do we keep running back to the same industries? That for them to even have to even blackball you, that's ridiculous. We should be building our own, so we ain't never got to go back to them anyway. Because all they doing is producing product that tears down the image of our people. Look at, like I said in my first video, look at the body of work that Tyler Perry has put up there. Just about every one of his movies, every one of his movies is trash. I don't walk out of no Tyler Perry movie thinking I done seen some feat of artistry. Nothing that makes me think the next day. Nothing that I wake up in the middle of the night, man, that was a really good movie. Man, I just love that. You remember that part he said? Nothing. And this guy got his own studio? And he got a movie standing when he's in wearing a dress with wind blowing through his hair. This is the type of stuff that you have to put out there for the people to go see. But then put in movies that put black people in control, ownership. If you made the Ten Commandments black like they should have been, that's what we should have been doing. Taking all the movies that they done whitewashed and put them in black like they're supposed to be. But you Negroes won't believe that's real. That's not an image that you will support. But you will support a 6'4", 6'5", however tall that Tyler Perry is, wearing wig and a makeup and a dress. Y'all go support that. When you sit up here on TV, national TV, and sit up here and talk about how an industry that ain't doing nothing but promoting your demise get the opportunity to blackball you, they shouldn't even have a chance. Build your own independent businesses, industries, institutions. And it's not about a choice between ours and theirs. This is about an alternative that we can create for our children. If you're going to expose anything, Katt Williams, either it's going to stop these industries from doing this, or give birth to a new stream of businesses, industries, institutions that coincide with our beliefs, our values, and our traditions. I mean, that's just as simple as that. I hope this clears it up. I hope to God it do.